Check that out. DIY Wrap Club. Absolutely love it. What do you guys think? We are going to rebrand. And here's the thing. Nothing changes. We're still the same old TESBROS or Tesla Bros that when we started out. But one of the things that we used to get in our customer base was, I love the fact that you guys are doing DIY kits for our cars and Teslas, but I also own another car. Do you do it for Toyota? Do you do it for Jeep? Do you do it for Ford? And so on. And that was kind of the questions that we got. So we want to be a lot more inclusive. We're always going to be a Tesla lover. I'm still going to have my Juniper that I drive in a Tesla. However, we want to open it up and really share the knowledge that we have in the DIY community to all the other ones, right? So we're going to be the same. We're going to provide the same customer support, the same R&D, the same type of content. We are going to segment it, so we're not necessarily going to put everybody in the same boat. So like if you're a Tesla owner, you're not going to get Ford emails. You're not going to get Jeep emails unless you own a Jeep as well. It's going to be called the DIY Wrap Club, right? And it has the exact same element of what we do: PPF, color PPF, vinyl, really anything, ceramic coating, and all sorts of things. So this is what we're working on. We got Olivia back there kicking butt, and this looks amazing. So we're really excited to launch this new brand. Show you real quick of what we got, and this is something we'll put the tag. It's Olivia Record. Yep. Okay, Record, and we're gonna put the tag of our Instagram and our website and all that stuff down in our video as well. But she designed this amazing mural right here. Again, just kind of having the historical context of starting with the Tesla. That's a newer Model 3, but that was my first Tesla that I got. So we wanted a Model 3 in there. Of course, we had our Cybertruck for a while, and that has to be there because it's an iconic. And then of course you introduce some of the other cars, and who knows, maybe we'll add a few cars here and there as we kind of add. It's fun coming into work every day and get to see this and kind of remind us that we're here to serve our community, not just in the Tesla space now, but in Ford, Jeep, and all the other ones as well. So let's go ahead and see Olivia, and we can talk to her a little bit about the design. We have the hero in this video over here, Olivia Record.
Yes.
And she's an awesome muralist.
Yes.
Now living in Chattanooga, but originally from?
I was born in New York. I grew up in Memphis, and I lived again in New York for like 8 years. So now I'm here in Chattanooga.
Yeah, so actually one of our customers that we wrapped the car for, we wrapped it in metallic pine green, Jared.
I love Jared, yeah.
He recommended, he was like, you have to talk to Olivia. And we're like, we're about to get a mural. We want to get a mural, and we just kind of talked, and then I think we messaged you the same day. Can you tell us about, I know we gave you some ideas, but like, how did you come up with this idea?
So my first car was a Jeep, so I just love, and now I have a Tacoma, so I'm partial to.
Sort of biased right here.
Yeah, a little bit. But the thing is too, it's like these are great cars because they're so customizable. So like my passion is like, obviously I'm an artist, so I like to make things custom. So these two cars, like these two brands are very much like, empowering you to make it your own. So I've always been drawn to these brands, and then Tesla, obviously, like Teslas are great. I see like crazy Teslas all the time in Chattanooga.
Yeah.
So that's also very fun. So I love art, but I love cars too, and I love drawing cars. Cars are fun. They have like, especially the different curves and the wheels and all that. So I was really excited.
Was it easy to draw this triangle?
It was, it was like, it's always like different. It's kind of funky. Cybertrucks are really crazy to do and to kind of create because they're so distinctive, the angles and things. So it'll be really cool to color that one to kind of get
100%.
it more 3D and get it going. But no, this has been really great. And then we'll put this vinyl. I went to fashion school too, so like we're big into, I had to draw like tons, and when I was in New York, just fabrics. So the wraps in itself are kind of like, like a lame almost, or like a shiny fabric. So it's fun to kind of bring that to projects always.
Yeah,
so
100%.
So once we put that, the wrap in the background, it's gonna really look crazy.
One of the reasons why we went with you is like, you've got a crazy style, and you kind of said impressionist.
Yes, yeah.
but it's so cool kind of watching you because you're kind of like, to me at least, I'm not saying, but it just looks like you're just kind of scratching. And if I did that, it would not look like this, right? But it kind of looks like, but there's obviously a reason for those scratching.
Oh yeah.
So can you tell us a little bit about the style that you kind of developed over time and in terms of the way you do the murals?
Yeah, definitely. I've always just developed the style. I've always kind of painted like this. My grandfather is Dutch and Indonesian, and he draws that way. So I think he was first introduced by like the Impressionist era in the Netherlands, and then I would just watch him draw, and it was very scratchy and very impressionistic. So I would start drawing like that from an early age, and then I went to like a Van Gogh museum, a Monet exhibit in New York City, and then like just the French Impressionism was just wild. I just saw like all those tiny little lines. I started painting like that as a kid, like very young.
Wow.
And then I've just translated over time. It's been just kind of something I did in paintings, and then when I started doing murals, I've been doing murals for like 10 years, but recently, the last 3 years, like full time, it's evolved to this because I don't like using spray paint. I paint every day for like multiple hours, so my lungs would be toasted if I did. But with brushes, you can paint for hours, and I just like that. And it turns out that like this style translates really well with large scale, which not many people are doing. I don't really see anyone doing that style like large scale. So it's cool to do it because also it's an actual art piece. It's like real painting. So it's like a real condensed painting. Now it's huge. There's just good movement with it, and it just it's a building. I just go in and add all these different layers and layers and just I have the reference when I draw on the iPad, and then once you get it kind of mapped out, you go in to each section and blow it up, and then just kind of scratch at it.
Add a little bit more depth. And
stuff.
Yeah.
Pull things out, push things back, so it's constantly that, and then you get a pretty wild looking image. So
no, I absolutely love it, and this is so much. At first it's like, man, do we want to do this mural? And we're like, we have to do this mural. The past 6 years we've really been honestly just focusing on the community, building a community, and we've always wanted to kind of expand out, but it's hard, as a small business and stuff.
Yeah.
So we're just absolutely, this wall honestly is for our customers because it really tells a lot about what they're about to do. They're going to make their Tacomas and their Tundras look amazing.
Yep.
And we can't wait to get into Jeeps, and then of course the Teslas.
Yes.
It's always going to be, and then we're going to continue expanding and so on. So thank you so much for just bringing this to kind of the vision and making us really excited about coming to work and seeing this every day. We can't wait. So
thank you.
It's not even done yet, and we're already excited. Yesterday we were shooting a video, and it was in the background a little bit.
Yep.
It looks amazing.
Sweet.
It looks so sick.
That's what I like to hear.
So I just can't wait for it to be completely done.
Cool.
But I know we have a lot of work to do. So we're gonna put everything Olivia Record on Instagram and website and all that stuff, but we're gonna put some montages here.
Cool.
We're gonna show you some brush strokes and enjoy.
Sweet.
Check that out. DIY Wrap Club. This looks so good. Absolutely love it. What do you guys think? Olivia absolutely killed this. So if you want to see more of her work, we have her little signature right here. It's Olivia Record. But I think this pays, homage to what used to be, like how we started. We started with Tesla. I got my first Tesla in 2018. Wanted to find a DIY option to wrap and customize not finding it and then ending up starting a company around this whole thing and basically making it, helping tens of thousands of owners basically customize their car. And we did start on the Teslas. We're always going to serve the Tesla community, and that is something that we're always going to stay true to. But we're making room for others too. So we're going to have a bunch of other ones come out as well, and we can't wait to kind of continue to add on to the brand. But we are going to be rebranding to DIY Wrap Club, but by TESBROS, and eventually we'll probably phase that out. But it will be one brand, one website, in one place where you could customize, protect and maintain your cars. We do have a Jeep here, which is kind of fun. The Wrangler is always a very, very popular one, and of course the Toyota Tacoma. So we're not going anywhere. We're not acquired. We're not changing our brand. We're always going to be the same TESBROS, just under a new name and a new house and a new expansion. And we're making room for a little bit. So thank you guys so much for just being a part of this journey. We can't wait for chapter 2. And really just adding a bunch of more stuff and serving even more communities. And that's really what we wanted to do in the first place. So thank you guys and enjoy.